who were here. Thanks, George or Joe. We're going to go ahead and record this. Right. All right. How's this morning going to work? So today on Thursdays, we're going to do live prospecting calls. We're going to do some script and dialogue, and then we're going to do some live calls. Guys, this opportunity for you guys and for me, by the way, this is helping me get out of my comfort zone or the sticky zone that I'm in each morning. We all go through it. We're not all looking for we're not all going rushing to the office and go, oh my gosh, I can't wait to get rejected today. Right? So here's the thing. We have to get through the being uncomfortable, right? If you want to win your phone calls or your communication or business, you've got to believe that you deserve the opportunity. You deserve the opportunity to win the listing. You deserve the opportunity to get more business. See, what happens is we go into this fear mode of what will they think? What will they say? Am I good enough? But I want to ask you a question. If you made a call and every single call you made, they hired you, would you do it? Yeah. Helen's like, yeah. Yeah. Hans, like, yeah. And I know we would, right? So if you could, would you do it if you got massive results? See, the reason we don't get the massive results is we don't give it enough time. See, if you're doing if you're looking for your business by farming and you're not getting results in the first 60 days, well, let me just tell you, you're not. You're not going to get those results. You're not going to get exactly what you want in 60 days. It's going to take a full 10 to 12 months. How do you get instant results? You want instant satisfaction and gratification. If you want instant satisfaction and gratification with no cost, very little cost, you pick up the phone. So today I'm specifically talking about for sale by owners, expired, your sphere of influence, people that you know, and this is actually calling, right? So if you want to win, you better believe that you deserve the opportunity for this listing. And you heard me, listings. Does anybody understand that? Does everyone understand that the more listings you take, the more what comes? The more listings you get, the more what do you get? Buyers. So stop trying to search for a buyer. Go out and get a listing and you'll capture 2-3 buyers. You do open houses on the listings. You market to the communities. You do all this stuff, and sooner or later, a buyer will come. Stop looking for buyers. Go find sellers. I'm not telling you to stop 100% on buyers. That's not what I'm saying. If you are lacking in business and you do this, what I'm doing today, you will get the results that you want in the long run. It's not instant gratification. I will tell you, you will have here like Steve within no time if you, all right. So number one, believe you deserve it, right? Number two, you gotta be focused. Focus in on the person you're speaking to and listen. Because when I make this call, if I'm not 100% listening to that individual and I'm listening to what's in the background or I'm listening to I'm going to totally miss the opportunity. Eliminate the distractions around you. You must eliminate any of the naysayers, the distractions. If you're in an office, tell people, do not bother me. I'll never talk to you again if you knock on my door while I'm It is crucial. It is critical that you eliminate those distractions. Believe you're going to win. Get focused. Eliminate the distractions. Build your habits, your great habits. Get your habits in place that you're going to make these calls. So when you look in the mirror, what is your energy level? Where are you focused at? What does that feel like? If you were having a conversation with yourself, how is that person representing themselves? If you're negative in that morning, do not make your calls because you're going to be negative to the call. If you're a very hard,
Let's
depressing
play
day,
with my little thing of headphones. Like,
uh, Joe or George, can we mute everyone until, all right, because that's a distraction. I just got distracted, right? So, build your habits for these calls. Oh, that was you, Debbie. If you can put that on mute. So build your habits so that way there, when you go to make your calls, you're like, ah, yes, I'm on it. I'm on it, right? And fuel yourself. What are you doing every morning? What's your purpose? What is your desired end goal? You know, and I kind of went through a lot of these things on Tuesday. So if they sound repetitive, they are. Okay. What fuels you? So if you have no desire to make any money and you're making phone calls, you're probably not going to do it. If you're completely scared, guess what? That's perfectly normal. Steve's been doing it for 26, 27 years. And I guarantee some days he goes, and I don't want to make these calls today. I don't want to get rejected. You know, there's going to be days that you're going to struggle and you better pick yourself up. When you fall, you want to I go through this thing where progress, progress. Gosh, what are the three words I'm always looking for? Pause, reflect, and then progress. Pause when you fall, reflect on what it was, and progress forward. All right, so here's how it's going to work. If you want me to make a couple calls for you, I'm going to make 5 to 6 calls today. By the way, I followed up with Ali this morning. He just got back from Dubai, and he when we did this 2 weeks ago, I called a number that he put in there. It was a for sale by owner for 1.69 million. Well, Ali did go on that appointment, and they are in dialogue and communication, and she is going to list the home probably around October. So I gave him some insight on some conversations to have to possibly up that. And they're building another home. So they're probably prematurely putting their house on the mark for sale by owner. In the chat, I want you to put the name of the person, if it's available, a phone number, the property address, and just put, is it a for sale by owner, an expired, or a sphere of influence, or someone, or an internet lead that you got. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to be looking at the chat as I make the call. For instance, Dolores is the first one to put a number in there, and the owner's name is Matthew Olson. It's a $569,000 home. It's been on the market 101 days. It's in Spruce Point Circle, which is a very desirable community. And it probably hasn't sold because it's probably not getting, number one, it's either really ugly and rough shape, or number two, it's ridiculously overpriced, or number three, it's just not getting the exposure it needs right now. Right now, for sale by owners need you. I want you to think about this and write this down if you can. Christian, you're driving, don't write this down. Go back and listen to it. All right. And Han, you too. I see you driving too. All right. So National Association of Realtors for sale by owners statistics. All you have to do is Google it. Google knows everything, by the way. YouTube and Google. 92% of all for sale by owners listed with a real estate agent. Those statistics are way above what they used to be 5, 6, 10, 15, 20 years ago, by the way, guys. It used to be like 70%, 75% or whatever. So 92% of all for sale by owners listed with a realtor. And if you look at the 8% that did not, most of the people that were interviewed that did not use a realtor were very emotional. They've lost money. They wish they had someone to guide them through the process. It was very stressful. They didn't know what to do. They didn't know who to call. They didn't know how to negotiate. So that 8%, are the stories that you need to tell. You got to get dialogue going with the for sale by owner, the expired, the sphere of influence, the door knocking, the open houses, whatever it may be. All right. I'm gonna so I want you to think about this. You deserve to win. Believe you deserve to win. Get laser focused and eliminate distractions. And you gotta fuel your body, fuel your mind, fuel everything in your environment. Because if you're working in a negative Nelly environment, you're going to be negative Nelly. If you're around high energy people, you're going to be high energy. That's why they say if you lead generate, stop trying to be a closed door person so nobody hears you. Get in a room with 10, 12 people where it sounds like a call center. Because they have that noise cancellation headphone sets now, where the consumer will probably hear very, very little, but you got noise cancellation headphones. Get around people. It fuels you. It picks you up. I'm going to read something from the Daily Reader today, and it's perfect. For whatever reason, the Daily Reader always has the perfect reading for that particular day. Okay? How you see it is what you get. How you see it is what you get. So if you see and think that no one's going to work with you because you're going to get rejected on that phone call, you've already accomplished what you thought and seen. If you can see yourself achieving an appointment, you're going to get that appointment, I promise you. You're probably familiar with Murphy's Law, which says if anything bad happens, it will, in all the possible times. And then there's the Peter principle, which says people always rise to the level of their incompetence. A similar saying is the law of human behavior. Sooner or later, we get just what we expect. So contentment is not a popular concept. Our culture actually discourages the idea. People are continually bombarded with the message, what you have isn't enough. You need more. You need bigger house. You need better car, blah, blah, blah. Here's the thing, guys. Stop looking at the glass half empty and start looking at it as half full. Can you change that mindset? You most definitely can. Let's face it, not everyone is naturally optimistic. Some people are born seeing the glass half empty rather than half full. But no matter what your natural bent is, you can become a more optimistic person. How do you do that? You got to visualize it. How you see the calls going is exactly what's going to happen. Now, I'm going to share with you that not every call is great. It just isn't. It's not. So I have two things in here right now. Actually, three. I have Dolores, who put one in, and we're going to call hers first. We have Debbie, who put hers second. And then we have Corey, who put hers third. And perfect drive. Okay, good. Phone number, Claudia. All right. Is there anyone else that wants to put a number in? All right, I'm going to make the first call. And I'm going to pull up my scripts, guys. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pull up my scripts because if you don't have scripts, it can throw you way off track, okay? So, got my script up. And when I make these calls, I'm setting the appointment for you. I'm not doing the appointment for you. So Dolores, Debbie, Corey, Debbie, you got these two young ladies anyways, but I'm making the appointment for you. I'm not going on these appointments. And one other thing I'm not going to do, I'm not going to ask for a referral for you to get that listing. So if you get that listing and it's a $600,000 listing, I'm not asking for a referral. A lot of agents are going to ask you for a 25, 30% referral for an appointment. Okay. So starting off with Matthew Olson. Let's see where this goes. And by the way, I didn't look anything up. So I'm not researching who's Matt Olson, what's the home look like? I don't give a crap. I'm just gonna call. 285 9773. And I'm gonna make this through my phone, so hopefully you guys can hear. Debbie, go ahead and mute yourself. Thank you.
Please leave your message for record your message after the tone. Simply hang up when done, or for delivery options, press the pound sign.
Good morning, Matthew. Tom Martin and Dolores here with eXp Realty, giving you a call regarding 6065 Spruce Point Circle. Please feel free to give me a call back at 407-921-3645. All right, going to Perfect Drive, 514. Debbie, do we know where that number even is? It doesn't matter anymore, right? It just, sometimes people have out of the area numbers and live in the area because of cell phones today. So we don't, Claude or Joanne, all right. Can you guys hear the phone ringing?
Hello?
Hello, Joanne?
Yes?
Joanne, my name is Tom Martin with eXp Realty. My partner and I, Debbie Ellis, are real estate agents in the area. And I was calling about your home for sale. Are you the current owner of 157 Perfect Drive?
Yes.
That's fantastic, ma'am. Thank you for taking my call. Are you accepting cash offers at this time, or is the property currently under contract?
No, we're not under contract, but we have some visitors.
Okay, fantastic. I got a couple questions for you, if that's okay.
Yes, but we don't want to make business with agents. We're not interested at all.
You're not interested in working with any agents?
Yes, exactly.
If we brought you a qualified buyer, would you consider an offer?
Maybe, but not at the rate that agent charge. So I don't think so because no, I'm not sure at all.
I understand, and it's probably because of either a bad experience or the value of the commission is something that's just not there, and I get it. How soon before you would even consider talking to an agent if you haven't sold it yourself?
Maybe in November or December.
November or December? Okay,
Yes.
fantastic. So you would be doing, let me ask you, if you sold it, where would you go? Where are you moving to?
I don't know. We're Canadian, so we don't have to go elsewhere. We have a house in Canada.
Oh, so do you come down for the winter or the summer?
In the winter.
Yeah, that's great. So this is a second home for you?
Yes, exactly.
Well, that's how's the real estate market up in Canada?
Very good.
Very good, yeah.
Okay, so thank you very much for your call.
Oh, okay. One more question, Joanne. Is it possible to come by and at least take a look at the home to see if it fits the criteria of some of the buyers that are? No?
No, not yet. No.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
All right. Guys, she is very adamant about not working with realtors, and Debbie, I will tell you, you live in that you're not in that community. I don't know why I keep thinking Perfect Drive is in Pelican Bay. It's not. Here's the thing, guys. She's either very poisoned by realtors and doesn't see the value. She's either had a bad experience. It's not about commission, it's about an experience. Okay, so Debbie, I would do this. I would follow up with her once a week. I know you said November or December. I just wanted to follow up and drop off something of value. All right, I know you said you're gonna wait till November or December. I want to drop something off of value. All right, and what is that value? You can drop off a title, a card, you know, for title. So you can say, hey, when you sell this home, you're going to need a title company to close it, or an attorney, a closing attorney, whichever state you're in. Hey, listen, I'd love to bring you our preferred lender, his card. So if a buyer is interested, you can reach out to him and make sure that they're qualified. That's the opportunity of value. Hey, I know you live in Canada during the summer. Who do you have helping you prepare for the hurricanes during the summer? Would you like some information on a few people that can prepare your home if something comes across? By the way, living in Canada, who do you have checking in on the home to make sure everything's still okay and there isn't any leaky pipes and all this other stuff? Do you have a concierge service? See, guys, deliver something of value and keep going. All right, I'm going to call Corey's here off of Highway 40, and the address is, there's no, it's, I don't know the address. It's not on a street. What's it up in the air? What's it?
Yeah, I drive by it on my way to the West Coast all the time, and I try to look for a street, but it's literally just right there off of Highway 40. There's no street sign or anything, so I couldn't look up the address. I just have their number from the sign that they have in the yard.
Is it up by Ocala National Park,
Uh-huh.
yeah, by Lake George area?
Um,
Yeah, I think that's probably where it is, all those streets up there. Hey, guys, by the way, before I make the next call, what did you hear? Did I get insulted? Did I get beat up? Did I get yelled at, swore at, or anything? Right? No. No. That's right, Christian Laurie, no. All right, so does it stink to get rejected? Yeah. I don't feel it was rejected. You know what it is? She just didn't need the services right now or see the true value of working with an agent, and I haven't earned it. So I'm gonna earn it by following up with her. Okay, I'm gonna make this call off of Highway 40, 352, 550, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 10 acres, and it has a shop on the property. I don't care about it anyway. 625 0087. Hey, good morning, Tom Martin, eXp Realty. How are you this morning?
Good.
How are you? I'm calling regarding the property you have for sale. Are you currently the owner, sir? Fantastic. Nice big piece of 10 acres there, huh? Awesome. Well, sir, my question to you is how soon before you would interview the right agent to help you get that property sold if you haven't sold it yourself?
I've got it sold. I'll know tomorrow.
You'll know tomorrow. So do you currently have a title company you're working with, or a law firm to help you close it? Because if not, I can give you some recommendations. Oh, okay. So you have a real estate lady that's going to help you through this? All right, fantastic. If that offer doesn't work out, would you be open to a second opinion from another agent? I appreciate it. And what's your first name, sir? All right. Thank you, sir. All right. You have a wonderful day and we'll follow up with you next Friday. Thank you. Bye-bye. All right. I don't, there's always people that are gonna say, hey, I have an offer, I got one coming in, because the consumer will be like, oh, I love it, I'm gonna make you an offer. And then they never hear from them again. So Corey, you have an opportunity to follow up next week. Okay, next Friday.
Thank you.
And I believe his last name is Carroll, right? I don't think that his first name is Carroll. So you just put that into your notes. Okay. Jeff Miller with and that's Grand Champion LPGA. Okay, let me call that one. By the way, guys, I just went right in for an opportunity to ask exactly when they would be interviewing the right agent. And again, the man was very pleasant, and he said he had a realtor friend, and I just said, when would it be an opportunity for a second opinion? And he said, yes, I'll speak to you next Friday. So maybe he doesn't have a realtor friend, or maybe that realtor friend isn't someone that he feels fully competent in helping him sell the property. So make sure that you keep digging.
Call has been forwarded to an automatic voice
I'm
message.
not going to leave a message. All right, guys. I called 4 phone numbers here. 1, 2, 3, 4 numbers, and that's all the numbers that were put into the chat. I want to kind of open it up, but you guys, who would like all the scripts and dialogue? All right, I'm going to put them into the chat for you guys. My computer, I'm going to put them in the chat so you have them. I'm going to put a couple things. I'm going to put that, and then I'm going to go to another. One more. All right. So I put it all in the chat. Okay. The scripts, the dialogue, a realtor safety form. So when you're talking to a for sale by owner, you could say, hey, I'd love the opportunity to come by and see your home, get to see what the inventory is, whatever you want to say there. Follow the script. If you move, where would you go? Why is that important to you? By the way, I'd love to stop by and give you something of value that can help you when you're selling your home. If you desire to do it on your own, send that safety form. I don't know if it's in a Word document, but you can convert it into a Word document, and you can put your information at the bottom and your logo if you desire. So I just want to kind of open it up now. I mean, I called all the numbers that were in there. What did you hear? What did you learn? And if you do want to make a call, do you want to do it in front of everyone here on this call? All right,
I'm
guys.
calling, Tommy. Phone's
You're
ringing,
calling?
buddy. Phone's ringing.
All right.
Hey, you, how are you?
Hey, stranger. Everything okay?
You, but I don't hear from you.
Ah, I thought you forgot me. The phone works both ways. You know that.
No, I was only calling you the other day. Yeah, baby. I was in Dominican Republic.
Oh, you were? You went to DR?
Yeah, I went to the and we came back Tuesday.
How was it?
It was okay. You know, we had a deal with a lot of a family problem over there, but overall it was okay. Yeah.
You don't. It doesn't sound like it was okay. Was everything all right? What happened?
It was very, very sick. Now I'm covering, everything for him because he don't have a mother, he don't have a father, he don't have a wife, he don't have a kid, and he's very, very sick. So
Well, he's getting into a deep personal question. That was a lead follow-up, guys, that he probably hasn't called in a while. And so I put inside the chat, let's say you have an old lead that's 2-3 years old and you haven't followed up with them in a while. If you have their information, put it in the box and I'll call it and I'll just say, I'm a team member of you. So, all right, who else got something out of today's call? Because it's kind of going really quiet, and my purpose for today was to make calls for you guys to see and hear that you're not going to be you're not going to leave injured to where you can never walk again. All right, so William, is this William Felice, is this an internet lead?
Sorry about that. Sorry about that, Tom.
That's okay.
It's Realtor.com. Yeah, they came from Realtor.com. They signed up with me, and they were listed since February. So it seems to me like they're pretty interested in relisting. But she had said they took it off the market, and their agent has not withdrawn it yet.
Oh, they have not withdrawn it. Why have they not withdrawn it?
Well, they haven't. I guess the agent's probably hoping they get an offer and you can toss it to them. But they think they're off market. They think they're withdrawn.
Okay, so is it currently showing active on the MLS?
Still active, yes. Currently, yes.
You know what? We can't call and solicit them, man.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. The same thing. I didn't really solicit them hard. I just let them know if when they get it off the market. I told them to contact their agent, and then we'll go from there. So
they sent you a request to buy, right? Because it says buyer.
Oh yes, they buy. They're going to buy right after they sell. Yes.
Okay, so they reached out. What I'm going to do is, Michael, I'm going to reach out to them and just say, hey, I'm just following up. Michael Lynch and I are business partners, and I'm just following up and wanted to see, have you sold your home yet? So we can help you on the buy-in process and go into that way.
Awesome.
All right. When's the last time you spoke to them?
A couple days ago.
Oh, okay. Fantastic. I'll call them right now. All right, let's do it.
He's very sweet too.
Oh, they hung up, so I can try one more time. Let me just call back. Hello. Oh, same thing. They're hanging up on me. So I don't know. Michael, I would handle it this way. Honestly, what I would do is I would call them and just say, hey, maybe next week, hey, William, this is Michael. I just wanted to follow up. How about if we go look at a couple homes that fit your interest?
That'd be great.
Okay, fantastic. What is it exactly you're looking for? Let's go preview a few homes so that way when you do get your home sold, we can go ahead and start moving this process. And here's really what I'm going to do. I'm going to show them 1 or 2 homes, and then I'm going to build my rapport and my relationship with them, and I'm going to go, so you mentioned that you canceled with them, but are you aware it's still currently showing active on the MLS? If you have canceled with them, and you want me to give you some advice, I can help you make sure that's totally canceled.
That's great. Yeah, that's a great yep.
Because if
that as well so far, that's pretty much what I said. I can aid them in that, at least tell them where the status is, and then we can follow up from there.
Yeah, and ask them, say, listen, if you want to forward me your agreement or your cancellation, I'd be more than happy to look at that and just kind of give you some advice on it of what it would look like to move forward with someone like me. But at this time, there's nothing I could do to help you other than give you some advice on what you need to do if you choose not to work with this person.
That's pretty much what I told him. I said, I can't do it until you get them up, until we withdraw it officially. I said, I told him you might want to give them a call today. So I'm not sure if they did. I have to check again on the status.
Yeah. One of the things too, you can say, hey, you're more than welcome to call the Board of Realtors and file a complaint for them not doing what they're supposed to do.
That's what I told them. I said
So-
they haven't held on to their promise and their agreement. I said you're allowed to pull the contract.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Don't ever let a consumer feel like they're stuck in a contract. You know, here's a link that you can go and file a complaint that they're trying to hold you hostage. You know what I mean? And I never, you know, one of the things that I always offer too is, you know, Michael, by working with me and my wife, I want you to understand that if you're not happy in our services that we provide, you can cancel the agreement with us with no cost immediately, because I want you to accomplish what you want to accomplish. And if I'm not doing the job that you know, you have expectations for, I want you to fire me. Is that fair?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So give them the opportunity. Hey, Michael, I want you to object to this. What's stopping you from hiring me as your listing agent? Just
I'm
say
not
it.
interested in dealing with agents.
Yeah. You tell me more about how you feel, why you feel that way.
Well, just had bad experience in the past.
You know, and you're married, right?
Yes.
Did you have any bad experiences with females prior to marriage?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Were you judging your wife still based on your bad experiences in the past?
No, wow. It's a good one.
You know, here's the thing, Michael. Here's what I would tell you. We may have the label realtor, but we're not all the same. If we were all the same, we'd get the same results. So that's why we need to meet. And that's
That's
why
awesome.
I would love the opportunity to earn your business. Is there anything else outside of your experience that would stop you from hiring me?
No, I just been nervous about the NAR lawsuit lately. I'm just thinking I might be able to get away with not paying commission on the buyer side.
Yeah, that's fantastic. I'd love to sit with you and discuss that. Are you available today?
Absolutely.
You know, here's some myths and truths about the lawsuit. We got to look at it this way. Around 78% of the consumers that sold homes last year had a buyer's agent and a listing agent. Only 22% were represented by the listing agent. So that means that if there's no compensation to the other side, you're missing out on 78% of the consumers that are potentially looking to buy your home. Do you want to cut them out? Or do you want to talk about how that could be a fantastic marketing expense?
I'd love to learn more.
Yeah. Okay. So embrace the negative thought and build the rapport.
Mhm. That sounds
This
perfect.
is-
I've been using the percentages too, the 78 and 22%. I've been using
Yeah,
that a
and
lot too.
Everyone on this call, if you're not with EXP, I highly encourage you get with your broker on any kind of training they have for buyer representation, listing representation on the NAR lawsuit. This is going to be a win for us, guys. This is not a lose for us. If you are with EXP, in your state or the state of Florida, whatever state you're in, get on that, look at the calendar and make sure you get into the buyer presentation, listing presentation, and make sure you keep up to date. Kendall Bonner and Leo Pereira and I think it's Holly that are doing these updated NAR calls. If you're not getting on them, you are missing the biggest opportunity, because here's what happens. I'm an agent with Steve, and I don't follow anything. And I'm completely going, oh, I'm way too busy to be interested in what's really happening in my career path. Holy cow, Steve, everything changed. What do I do? Well, I've been telling you for the last 6 months to pay attention to these things and get on these calls so it can better prepare you. Well, I'm not prepared. You need to help me now. See, you're what's the exact words I'm looking for? Your lack of preparation is not my issue. Your lack of preparation and education and learning is not my issue. So don't put it on me.
Yeah,
Prepare
poor
yourself,
poor
guys.
planning on your part doesn't constitute an emergency on my part.
Exactly. Thanks for those words, Steve. And I even say that to my kids, you know, if you're not prepared for something, don't put that on the shoulders of someone else. That's all, you own that. It's not EXP, it's not the state broker, it's not your sponsor, it's not your mentor, it's you. So we all have to be prepared for this, guys. It is a national requirement. It is a law. So, Michael, you got that, man. I'm telling you right now, that lead right there is your listing. All you have to do is get in front of them. Hey, listen, let's go look at two to three homes that fit the criteria you're looking for.
Maybe too early for them too. I'm sorry.
Well, and here's the other thing, Mike. You're just investing in it. That's your appointment. Label that as your appointment with them. If you sold it,
They
where would you
reached out
go?
to me. It's the second one too recently. It's the second one this last week that reached out to me, and they were listed and they were taking their home off the market.
So instead of going to their home as a listing appointment, let me show you a couple of homes that fit your criteria, and that's your appointment. Ask the questions.
That's awesome.
Give the advice.
Absolutely.
Get it,
Thank
Mike.
you. Thank you.
All right, guys. Anyone else? Hey, and Lori, I'm super proud of you. You know that? Here's the thing, Lori. You got engaged in some coaching, and there's nobody I know on this call that is like Lori that goes through this, right? She goes through her highs and her lows. You know, I don't know if I want to stay in real estate. It's changing and blah, 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 and all these different things. You give a couple words of encouragement and she bounces back like a superstar. She goes to a training with Bill Pipes and she gets involved in the coaching. Here's a young lady who has children, who has a husband, who has a business, and she's balancing all of it. So she's doing it. And yeah, it's scary, Lori, but you know what? It's scary to spend that money for that coaching, but it's not spending, it's an investment. I guarantee Lori's come out of her comfort, is uncomfortable. You know, we have to make an investment. If you want to be healthy, you got to make an investment in the right vitamins, the right foods, the right coaching, the right this. You want to become a better version of yourself mentally, emotionally, physically, everything. You have to make investments. Here's the thing that I always tell people. Look for the bad habits that you're paying for and redirect it to a good habit. For me, I love to buy a 12-pack a day. That was not a whole lot of money. It was like $13, $14 a day, just during Monday through Friday, and then weekends were more money. So what I did is I'm like, I'm sick and tired of feeling this way in the mornings. How can I take the money I'm spending here, redirect it to more of an investment into my health, and then feel better for not feeling like crap the next morning from drinking all those beers. I love the beers. So pull from the bad habits and invest into the good, whether it's coaching, whether it's nutrition. By the way, what you put in your mouth is going to affect you. So if you're not feeding your body, you're not going to have energy. If you're feeding your body crap, you're going to feel like crap. It's amazing what the gut can do for the brain. So look at your bad habits, itemize it, and go, I want to convert these bad habits into good habits. All right, guys, we got a few more minutes. This is your time. Anybody want to interject, feedback? All right, everyone got the scripts. Michael, thanks for participating. Dolores, Corey, Debbie, thanks for putting numbers in there. I hope you get something out of that. Just follow up. Guys, it's all about the follow-up. It's not the initial call is it's that scary moment. It's all in the follow-up. Hey, Helen, I'm not interested. Okay. It's nothing personal, Helen. Call them back in 2 or 3 days. They won't even remember Helen. Seriously. 3 or 4 days after that, then they're going to start going, holy cow, this is Helen. She keeps calling me back. Give value. And know you're serving them. You're doing something to help them into a better situation. Come from a servant mindset And when you come from a servant mindset, you will win. If you come in hungry to earn a paycheck, you will lose. How can I serve the people I'm going to be in front of today? And you'll reap the rewards. Michael, good luck to you down there, man. Listen, I wish I got a bunch of phone calls from people that were interested in buying that didn't like their realtor they were listed with.
Yep. I'll tell you, I
Yep.
want to thank you guys for the calls you every morning and when they're scheduled, because I'll tell you, when I first started, I didn't shadow anybody, and I had no coaching or mentorship. So it helps me a lot with these calls every morning. Inspired by you, Steve. I mean, it's really a lot of fun to watch every morning. And
That means a
formative
lot.
and huge.
Mike, that means a lot, and I'll tell you why. Sometimes I feel defeated and going, why ain't there 100 people on today's call? You know what? I need to focus on the ones who do show up.
Absolutely.
You guys are here to become better. I want to help with that. So
yeah, a lot of us need it.
wow, fantastic. Stevie, thanks for jumping in. I hope that call went well for you. Helen, you ready to get going for the summer?
Oh yeah, I'm ready. And thank you for these calls. This was really helpful. It's one thing to hear people, drop a script into a chat or send you this and tell you just need to follow up. But it's another thing to hear someone demonstrate it. And I think that was really helpful.
Do you have a mentor?
I mean, I have like my mentor with EXP, yes. But no like official coaching or anything that I've.
So I want to challenge you for something, Helen. So you're new with EXP, you're new into the real estate, so you have a mentor assigned to you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let me ask you a question. What has your mentor told you to do to go get business?
I mean, he's been helpful, and in the sense of taught me a little bit about absentee owners and mailing lists and things like that. But I don't think he's on this call, so I'm not gonna.
So,
but I think I need a little more hands-on approach.
So what I would say is, so Helen, you're my mentor. Can you tell me what you do to become successful in real estate on a daily basis? How do you lead generate? What do you lead generate? Ask them that. Just ask that. And then I would say, that's fantastic. Can we have a Zoom call while you do it?
Yeah.
If they don't demonstrate what they're telling you they do, I think you might need a new mentor.
Mm-hmm.
I think you might need a new mentor.
Yeah.
And you don't have to tell me who it isn't, or whatever it is. But if someone's telling you to do something, then they're not doing themselves. It's kind of like being a parent. Don't drink and drive. Why are you drinking and driving? Well, Dad, you do it. See, they learn all the things you tell them not to do because they're doing it, right? So if you got a mentor telling you to do things and they're not doing it themselves, if you got a mentor telling you to go find absentee owners, here's what I'm going to say. That's not business that you're looking for right now, Helen. You need to get your business up and running. You got 2.5 months of summer to pour in.
Yeah.
You need to get into your database. You need to call the people you know. You need to knock on doors. You need to do open houses. You need to go everywhere and hand out business cards. You need to don't go through a drive-through. Go and stand in line. If it's 100 people long, that's 100 people opportunities to talk to. Hey, Helen, you're standing in line for coffee. Hey, Helen, and I don't know you. I get eye contact with you and I go, oh my gosh, what do you think about the weather today? I don't care if it's raining, hurricane, or anything. What do you say to me?
Oh, you would make conversation. Yeah. Lovely weather.
Yeah, it's hot. I hate it. Fantastic. Many people I know that hated the hot weather moved back up north. Is that where you desire to go? Yes. Fantastic. You got a home to sell? I'm a realtor. Boom. It's called a lead-in. Everywhere you go. My ears are open. I was having coffee the other day with someone and I heard this guy talking about buying some property. So, and I'm meeting with a realtor. I said, sir, I can't help noticing, but it's ringing in my ear because this is the industry I'm in. Do you currently work with a realtor? Well, I'm talking to a few. are you committed to one and is one committed to you? No. I did an introduction. The realtor I was sitting with got the business. Okay? Don't miss those. If someone's telling you to go search for absentee owners, I'm going to say that's someone that shouldn't even be mentoring. And you can tell them I said that. Well, please, I don't want to offend them, but I would tell them to their face on here if they are on here. Are they on?
I don't think so. I don't
Who
think
is
so.
it? Who is it?
Oh, I would feel bad to like put them on blast like that.
Okay.
It's like a family friend too, so that's why it's
All right.
yeah.
Here's what I would say is, you know, whatever they're doing to be successful, tell them to demonstrate that for you. Okay. Absentee owners are a great opportunity. It just takes a very long time. It's a very lengthy process.
Yeah.
It can take a very long time. So just like the Canadian call I made, that's an absentee owner.
Right.
Okay. So anyway, I hope that helps you.
No, it does. It does help me a lot. Thank you, Tom.
Yeah. Steve, when you tell your agents in a team meeting to make cold calls or warm calls, we call them, and one of them said to you, well, I'll do that, but do you do it? Oh, he's on the phone. He does that. He leads by example. So lead by example, and if you're following someone, make sure they're leading you by doing what they're supposed to do too. Guys, I appreciate your time. Anybody have anything last minute? I see a few people dropped off. That's okay. All right. 1, 2, 3. All right, guys. Have an amazing day. I will not be on these calls next Thursday, and here's why. I'm actually making an investment to learn and grow. I'll be out in Dallas with this guy, Steve Pugh. Okay. One more thing. Tony Robbins and Gene Gracio, that's Gene, right? Are doing a free 3-day event. I'm going to put the link into, I'm going to put the link in here. And I really want you guys to consider this. It's free. It's free, guys. So I'm going to put the link in here. It's 3 days, the 13th, 14th, and the 15th. Boom. Click the link, register. You get 3 days with Tony Robbins and Gene Gracio for sales mastery. Sales, all about real estate sales. It's I think it's 2.5 hours each day, and it is free. Dean Gracio, yeah, I said Gene. Thank you for that, Michael. Dean Gracio, Tony Robbins, the two most dynamic influences in the world are going to share tactics with everyone that gets on this call for free. Make it a non-negotiable. Put it in your calendar and say, there's nothing getting in the way of me attending this. I won't be able to attend, unfortunately, because I'll be at a training event. But if you're not having anything else going on, get there. Do not allow a listing appointment to get in the way. Do not allow a buyer's appointment to get in the way. Get on these calls, and then you tell the buyer or seller, I'm available at this time. All right. Guys, have an amazing day. Stevie, good to see you, bud. I'll talk to you soon. Christian, nice job. Did you just register just now, Christian? Fantastic. See, Christian took action right away. Took action right away. Fantastic. All right, guys. Miss Debbie, good to see you, dear. Should I put our picture back up again? Love you, Deb. All right, guys. I got you. All right, guys. Have a great day. I gotta go. Adios.